watching 24.
Connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host Charity C. Becker. Halloween is just around the corner, and that means families and kids will be out gathering the Halloween harvest crop. Free candy and treats from their neighbors, all while wearing a costume to hide their identity. And to make this a safe Halloween celebration, we have Tomah Police Officer Delaney Hanrahan, as well as a guest with her, the newest member of their team, Ruby, the therapy dog. Welcome.
Hi. Hi. Looks like you got your hands full.
Yes.
So how long have you had Ruby? How's her training going? Can you just give us a quick little update?
Yeah,
Yes.
so we just got Ruby middle of September. So she's about to start puppy class within the next month or so. So she's clearly doing her own thing right now.
And she's dressed for the season.
She is. Yep. She's got her little jack-o'-lantern sweater on tonight.
So, Officer Delaney, do you want to tell us a little bit about the events happening, Halloween events happening in Tomah this year?
So the first event that's coming up, it's actually this Saturday. It's Malters Trunk or Treat. So that's between 11 to 1 p.m. You can just show up to Malters, and there's going to be different community members there handing out candy. Tomah Police Department will be taking some activity with that too. Then we have Rec Park Halloween Party, the community annual party. That is between 2 to 4, and there's games and Halloween costume judging, and that's put on by the Senior Center. And then the citywide trick-or-treat is between 4 and 6 p.m.
And is that on Halloween, the day of Halloween?
That is
Sunday?
the day of
So
Halloween.
Sunday,
Yep, so both for the annual community event at Rec Park and the annual trick-or-treat.
Okay. And Ruby's excited?
Yeah,
for
sounds
Halloween?
like it.
Very
She's ready.
excited, aren't you?
She's ready to go meet some of those kids, those little trick-or-treaters, and show off her costume.
Exactly.
So speaking of trick-or-treaters, what are some safe tips you could have to help have a safe Halloween for them?
So make sure we're using the crosswalks, or if there's not a crosswalk indicated there, it's advised that you take the corners and cross at the corners. If you're trick-or-treating with someone under 12 and under, it's a good idea to have a parent with. Other things is go to houses with the porch light on, just letting people know that they're participating. Some other things, make sure parents are checking over candy before letting the kids kind of indulge in there. Just make sure that nothing's out of the ordinary at all. If you see anything suspicious kind of in the area or you're something concerning, feel free to give us a call and we'll come and check that out. Otherwise, just have a safe and fun Halloween.
Yeah. With Ruby with you, can you talk a little bit about, will you be out, or what's the Tomah Police Department doing during, like, I guess, the night of Halloween or at any of these other events you mentioned?
Yeah, so we're going to be participating in the trunk or treat. Ruby and I will be out there. And then during trick or treat day, we're going to be out. Everybody in the squad cars are going to be passing out candy to people. Ruby's really excited to meet all the kids. She loves meeting the kids. So we're going to be out and about and hanging out and passing out candy.
What kind of reaction do you get with the kids when they first see her with you? Because she's not a service dog, right?
Nope. So she's therapy dog. So she's going to be trained to deal with, give comfort and support during traumatic and stressful incidents. So we anticipate using her in a number of different ways. As you choose up here.
Yeah. Well, she's she's still a dog.
Yep. So she's going to get therapy certified at a year old, and then we're going to go to some obedience and different puppy training classes until then. So,
is this your first? I know you've been with the department for about almost 3 years.
Yep.
So obviously it's your first Halloween with Ruby.
Yeah.
But when you've attended in the past, what's been some of like your favorite memories or favorite costumes of kids that came up or things like that?
Yeah, no, it's just really fun getting out in the squad car. We ask that people come and approach us, and we'll pass out some candy. We love seeing everybody having a good time and families out and about. It's nice to see.
So I'm just so curious about Ruby, therapy dog, because that's kind of a popular. So can you tell us a little bit about, like, does she stay with you? Does she go everywhere?
Yep.
Can you give us a little?
Yeah, so I'm her handler.
Okay.
And she lives with me.
Okay.
She comes to work with me every day, and she rides around in the squad car. So she goes to the calls that I go to, and then if we need to set up something special, that we'll coordinate those events.
Do you go into schools at all, Officer Delaney, or is that? Or I know it's some of the protocols with COVID and things like that, but
yeah. So we anticipate going into schools, nursing homes, group homes, things like that, hospital if it's appropriate. So and that's just things we kind of want to get her a little bit better trained before we start doing that kind of stuff. But once she gets a little bit bigger and more, we can work on that. But yeah, we anticipate bringing her to all kinds of different places.
I know we keep mentioning that she's a therapy dog versus service dog, but I just realized we didn't really explain what the difference is. So, some people might not know. Do you mind kind of covering that
absolutely.
quick?
So, a service dog performs like a specific like task or need, whether that's like something medical for someone, alerting to seizures, or diabetic lows, or something. Yep, exactly. And therapy dogs are trained to provide comfort in stressful situations, traumatic situations. So hopefully she can do that for some
And what's
people.
her breed?
She's a labradoodle.
Okay. Did you get to pick her out, or was she assigned to you, or how did?
So the breeder that donated the dog to the police department, she has, can kind of see some good values. You don't want a dog that's going to be timid or shy or afraid of people. So at 6-8 weeks, she was able to kind of tell that Ruby's a little bit fearless here. So she's good. She likes to interact with a lot of people, doesn't get startled easily. So
Did you get to name her, or she came?
I did. I got to pick out the name for her.
So what made you pick Ruby then? I gotta know.
We actually share the same birthday in July. So I picked Ruby for the birthstone.
Oh my God.
So it's really meant to be. That's adorable.
Absolutely.
That is that's my favorite part of your whole stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Bringing it full circle for you. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Has she met the, I know you have a canine.
Yep.
Has she met the canine?
She loves Victor. They play constantly.
She had a little puppy play dates.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, that gives her somebody, even like we have people to look up to. She's like another puppy to look up to, a buddy to kind of help her training as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big commitment that you're doing, and what an asset for the police department. Thank you for coming and taking time.
Yeah.
And thanks for bringing Ruby.
Thank you for having me. Everybody have a safe Halloween.
Yeah, thank you.
Catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Strike Zone and Pizzones in Toma. Great food with fun for the whole family. Up next, Health Check 360. But first, we want to thank our sponsors.
Lynxx 24 News and this Connect 24 segment is brought to you by Torkelson Funeral Home, The Little Cottage Home Decor and more, The Fun Company Game Room Store, Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone and Pizzones in Toma. Hardware Hank knows you have projects. Lots of important projects. From paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun,
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
And an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
Is where the fun begins.
At Toma Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Toma Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahealth.org.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Health officials are recommending that getting a flu shot now is critical, especially due to a fairly mild flu season last year due to safeguards in place because of COVID. On this edition of Health Check 360, Toma Health infection prevention practitioner and registered nurse Candi Newlun explains what you should be doing to prepare for this year's flu season. Flu season. Oh my God, it's not the fleas. Those are cats and dogs. You know, I think we just had Ruby.
We don't want those either. Yeah, no.
We don't want fleas, but the flu season.
The flu season.
So, Candi, can you just start us off with how are people getting the flu? Like, and maybe what symptoms maybe they should be looking at to they know they're getting the flu?
Yeah, absolutely. So when an infected person with the flu is out and about other people and they cough or they sneeze, droplets from their nose and their mouth go into the air. And a person that is well, even, healthy and doesn't have any medical conditions or anything, can breathe in those droplets and they can become ill. They can pick them up off of surfaces. So when those droplets come into the air and they drop down onto your table, your coffee cup, your chair, you touch them with your hands, and then you touch what we call a triangle here, which is your eyes, nose, and mouth. You can infect yourself. So it's not very hard to pick up.
Is that why washing hands is like, I see signs everywhere, wash your hands to prevent flu, and everywhere, schools, public places,
Absolutely. Hand hygiene is an infection preventionist's go-to. They will tell you all the time that hand washing is your best defense to keeping yourself healthy. You want to wash your hands before you eat. You want to wash your hands after you touch items that other people have touched, before you touch your face or anything like that. Hand washing is an excellent way to stay healthy.
Well, let's talk about why is it so important to get the flu vaccine?
Absolutely. Getting a flu vaccine is your best defense from getting the flu. Your body recognizes that there's a foreign material in your body because it's made antibodies that protect you once you get that flu vaccine. So, and if you protect yourself, you can protect the people around you. Especially if you've got people at home that are immunocompromised or that are very young, very old, even healthy people, like I said, want to get that flu vaccine so that they can protect the people that they care about and the people that are out in the public.
And what best time is to get the flu? Do you get it in the early, the middle of the season? When's the best time to be making sure that you're getting that vaccine?
Well, actually, the CDC says as soon as they become available.
Okay.
But they suggest that you have it by the end of October.
And that's coming up, isn't it?
That's coming up
soon.
That's coming up. That doesn't mean it's the deadline, though.
Right.
So you just want to make sure you're getting that flu vaccine before the flu starts to spread in your community, because it does take time for the antibodies in your body to build up so that it can recognize that virus if it enters your body. And that takes about 2 weeks. So we actually started our flu vaccine clinics a little early this year. We started them in the beginning of September. The hospital is giving their employees the flu vaccines right now. Doctors' offices are. You want to get it in by October if you can, the end of October. But if you can't, that's okay. Go ahead and get it in November, December, and even if it's another point in the flu season, there's really no bad time to get it, but early is the best.
And who's at higher risk then of getting the flu versus somebody not getting the flu?
Anybody,
like our high-risk population.
Yeah. Younger people, under 5 years old, people over 65, people that have chronic illnesses, asthma, lung disease, immunocompromised, they have cancers and stuff like that, that have trouble fighting off illnesses because their bodies are already ill.
Oh, okay. Because taking the extra energy and work. When you say
immunocompromised, people that have poor immune systems, poor ability to fight illness. Such as that. So people that are already fighting off illnesses, they're already compromised.
Like, would that maybe be somebody too that might be have cancer?
Yes.
And they're getting cancer treatments?
Absolutely.
And something like that because their body's in the middle of something like that, or had a recent injury maybe?
Absolutely.
Even?
Absolutely. And even people that are not getting well hydrated, not having good rest, if we're always in a chronic stress situation, those will compromise people as well.
Sure, your cortisol levels are up high and your body's,
Absolutely. And the other population I didn't mention is pregnancy. Those are people that really want to get the flu vaccine as well. And, if they're pregnant now, it's in October, they're in their 3rd trimester, this is still a great time for them to get vaccinated because that may pass some immunity onto their babies when they're born.
So how do I get a flu vaccine or a viewer?
Absolutely. You can call our Warren's Clinic. I do have the number right here. I don't have it memorized. 377-8792. They are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can just call and make an appointment. Otherwise, they can call the Monroe County Health Department. That number is 269-8666. You can make an appointment there to get the flu vaccine. And as well, there's some pharmacies around that will give flu vaccines if you call for an appointment. And then our website at the hospital, Toma Health, has other information on how to get a hold of people to get flu vaccines. Or they can contact their regular providers.
Great. Any other words of advice for the flu before we go? We have about 30 seconds.
I just think it's really important right now, considering that we are in a pandemic, that we do our due diligence to keep ourselves healthy, get our flu vaccines, and protect the people around us so that we can minimize severity of illness. So it might make a very big difference in somebody that's already having trouble.
Candi, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you on.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Well, Fall Flavors is up next. Stay tuned.
At Toma Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Toma Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahealth.org.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I really don't feel like cooking, so...
the best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone and Pizzone's in Toma.
What's the more in the Little Cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the Little Cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Well, the days are shorter, the air is crisp, and the smells of fresh harvest flavors fill the air. These are a few signs that fall is here, and that means fall flavors. A fun segment to showcase a few local businesses with some of their amazing treats. So Charity and I are going to do some taste testing, and we have a special chef coming in toward the end of this, so excited about that.
Yes.
Well, we've got 3 businesses that we're going to feature. We've got Molters and some delights from their bakery. We have the Baker's Table. We have a savory sandwich, and then we have Marie's on Main with some very delicious items. I cannot wait to try the macarons. So
yeah, who doesn't like trying food? This is probably our best interview yet.
we're interviewing the food. Okay, so let's start with our first item from Malters. Do you want to try it, Charity, while I talk about it? It's the Malters Apple Butterscotch Bar. Those look absolutely divine. Oh, it's got like a creamy filling. So it's a crunchy crust with apples, butterscotch, and coconut. That looks really good. It's got, what's the filling? It's got a soft, I'm just going to jump in here.
Yeah, I was a little worried because I'm not 100% like coconut person, but you can't taste it. It's so good. It's the perfect mix.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's some pecans on there too. Wow, that's really.
Like you said, it's the perfect mix of just a little bit of everything. It's not overwhelming in certain areas.
Very interesting. Got to try the butterscotch bar. Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. So next we have the pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Do you want to do the honors?
I'll try one.
So I feel like pumpkin pies are a classic staple, especially coming into this fall season.
I'm just gonna take
whether that's, for Thanksgiving, Halloween get-togethers, just any time in the fall. And of course, pumpkins are growing. They're in their season right now. So if you have some extra, definitely take it, use it, make it into a pumpkin. And if it's good and it's a classic, don't change it, right? Why change what's broken? So how is it?
It's really delicious. Classic pumpkin pie, real whipping cream. Excellent. Yeah? Okay, we'll move on to our third is their Bavarian Apple Pie.
Oh my goodness.
Charity, it's beautiful. Look at it. It's got a crispy crust.
It even looks almost too nice to cut.
And it's a custard pie with apple rosettes on it. Okay.
Cutting piece off.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And then we'll just... Okay.
Go ahead and try. I love there is a custard in there, and it's got some slivered almonds on it. Yeah, it looks really... Does it taste... I want to try it. What's the custard? Is it a vanilla, Charity?
Yeah. It is very good. The custard isn't overbearing. It's not like too cold or like warm, or sometimes it can change the entire taste of the whole pastry, but it's really good.
Okay. We're going to move on to the baker's table.
Yes.
So this is, I'll let you go ahead and do that one.
So this is the superior sandwich.
Okay.
So it starts with a honey ham and bacon. Ooh.
Look at that.
It does look yummy. And it's topped with Swiss cheese, caramelized onions, and a tangy cranberry sauce. And it's pressed on classic white bread. So what's the verdict? To me, that sounds like a very good hot ham and cheese melt.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's delicious. That sauce is just to die for.
So the cranberry sauce is a go for it?
And I'm
mixed with the
dropping it on
caramelized onions? That's okay.
Stop by and get that. It's a wonderful sandwich. Okay, we are inviting... Marie's on Main has donated their lead chef, Chef Jess. So Chef Jess, Can you come in and join us on the fall flavors? We're excited to have you.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you've brought in for us to try, because it looks absolutely amazing.
All right, so, well, first I need to brag on one of my main line guys, Manny. He busted out these beautiful macarons. It's one of those, it's a labor of love, you know, but it's not about, you know, the things that I can do. It's about what my team can do. So we've got a pomegranate pistachio, we have our cookie monster, and then we have a blackberry chai.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm super excited about that. And up here we have our tuna tartare. To my knowledge, we're the only restaurant in the area serving sashimi grade fish. The crackers are sesame crackers. They're made by us, you know, once a week or so, just to give you something fresh and exciting. You know, you don't have to eat heavy to eat well.
No, absolutely.
So.
How would you eat? Do you want to walk us through? Can we try that?
Please.
But
I
should
love
we try
even the
this one
plating of
first?
it. The
or should we
decoration
try the
of it is
macarons?
great.
Here we go.
We should try them.
So
that is
all right.
just.
So the crackers is just kind of scoop and eat.
Okay.
Right. So
You go first. I'll let you.
yeah, we'll get in there. Just kind of. You got 3 different sauces. So this one's going to be a little bit spicier. So this is the sriracha. We have our hoisin, and then a nice little teriyaki. You just get some of the green stuff. That's actually what we call it, is green stuff.
So is this raw?
really is called green stuff.
Is this raw tuna?
It is raw tuna. It's sashimi grade ahi.
Okay. Wow.
Oh wow.
So I love the color. I love the way it moves, and then
wow, that is the first time I've had raw tuna.
Oh, yay!
It presents well.
It's delicious.
It tastes good. Yeah. I think my favorite part is, like you said, they just call it the green stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be overly fancy to still be good and look good.
And, we were kind of timid about putting it on the menu in this area, and we can't keep it in stock.
Keep it in stock.
It's one of our most popular menu items,
I can see
and I'm
why.
so excited. Yeah.
Well, talk to us a little bit about your menu items and maybe a little bit about yourself. Can we try macaron while you're talking?
Please. So what Murray's does is basically elevated comfort food, which is kind of my happy place. We have an extensive burger and pizza menu. We have our tuna tartare, which we're actually going to turn into, we're going to keep it, but we're also going to have a poke bowl, like a tuna poke bowl with sushi rice, that kind of thing going into fall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we like to revamp the menu here and there and see, we have this one beautiful ingredient. How can we use it in different ways? So, one of our favorite things to do is, sample this to prospective brides or to people wanting to have a different kind of menu item for a specific party. And that's my favorite thing to do, is just say, hey, here's what we can do. A lot of people ask, is there a catering menu, or, what do you have? And it's like, what do you want?
Chef Jessica, I got to cut you off because we got to go quickly to our news desk. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we want to send it over to the news desk, where we're going to hear from fitness freak rocker Herold. Take it away, Herold.
Hey everyone, this is me, Herold, and I got some great news. We got this Hairball concert coming up on October 30th at the Ho Chunk Gaming Casino in the Wisconsin Dell area. Lynxx 24 is going to give away 2 tickets to this amazing event. That's 2 tickets, 2 people. You just need to go to our Facebook page and you need to comment what your favorite rock band is and party on while you're doing it. And then you'll be put into a drawing, and you can wear your Sunday best, like I dressed up in my 80s attire, and we're going to party on, everybody. So back to you, April.
Afterwards.
Well, Chef Jess, we want to thank you for joining us today. Your food was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And our viewers can, Murray's on Main, right?
Murray's on Main in Toma.
So can they use their Facebook to find that, right?
Absolutely. We have a website. We have Murray's on Main on Facebook. Yep.
Great. Well, we want to thank you for watching your hometown news and joining us. Chef Jess, when we're connecting you to the community.